Yo.
Oh, snap, I didn't mean. I just like hit myself in the face with a microphone. And so you're going to hear like a bunch of buzzing from me moving my mic because
we are not professionals.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, guys. We have the equipment. We just don't know how to use it.
Sometimes. Sometimes that is accurate.
Oh, God.
We just show up and talk to each other.
And we're here for you guys.
Yeah.
Just, for your pleasure.
Entertainment and pleasure, yeah.
Yeah, we can be like the Chick-fil-A workers. It's my pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
It really is my pleasure, for real.
Oh, 100%. It's my favorite day of the week.
But like if I worked at Chick-fil-A, it really wouldn't be my pleasure.
Hell no.
And they just make you say that. It wouldn't be my pleasure. It's my pleasure to do this, though. This is very fun. So, Sarah's got an FMK. I think we're just going to jump right in.
Yeah. So I figured a good FMK would be some local Birmingham restaurants. All right. So Tasty Town.
Okay.
Costa's.
Okay. These are very yeah, okay. You know what I'm doing. Okay.
Tasty Town, Costa's, and Pita Stop.
Pita Stop. Okay. Kill Pita Stop. Fuck Tasty Town and marry Costa's.
Same.
Yeah, Costa's is our boo.
Hell
we
yeah.
haven't been in a minute. We need to go.
No, we haven't. But we'll go. Let's go before we go to New York.
Okay. We need to go because remember we went there. Okay, so the day we hadn't started recording yet.
No. Well, we had recorded on our phones.
Yeah, but it was like test run. We haven't.
We were just trying to figure out like if we could have actual conversation that was like semi funny at least, and like it flowed and we weren't staring at each other like, okay, what's next?
Yeah, like were we gonna be like dumb or
sound like idiots before we spent money on equipment?
And we sent it to like my dad and to some other people, and like Justin was there, and he was like, "This is so good," and my dad was like, "Oh my god, it was a really good like little episode. It was like a 10-minute, 15-minute, something like that."
Yeah,
we talked about wine.
Yes, we did. We recorded it in your kitchen on my phone or your phone, and drank wine while we did it.
Yeah. Anyway, but we went to Costa, so we went to go get. I think that's the last time we went. No. We went with Andy.
Yes, we did.
We went with Andy. When was that?
That was in February.
Oh, okay. No, that was in December.
No.
Because it was for Costco and Sam's for Santana's wedding.
It was in January then.
Yeah. Like early January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Forgot about that. Okay. Well, that was the last time we went to Costa's. Costa's is like I don't know. You call it Mediterranean. Or like
it's
Greek.
Greek/Mediterranean.
It is so good. They have pasticcio.
Yes.
I was like tiramisu. I was calling it. And I was like, they have that too, I think.
I need to send you the video that I sent Jessica the other day. It was a TikTok. So like whenever I do that for you, I have to like either screen record myself and watch the whole thing, or I have to like save the video and like let it download to my actual phone before I can send it to you. Oh my gosh,
I didn't realize you had to do that. Thanks.
Hell yeah. But I saw this guy make pasticcio and it was... The noodles were wild.
But is it as good as...
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I've had some bad pasticcio before. So we're doing... For Supper Club in October, we're doing Greek Food Festival.
Yeah,
I didn't actually get in there, but I saw it come... I saw Leanne's thing today come across my front screen, and I was like, oh, that sounds so good. But I've had pasticcio over there before, and it wasn't as good as Costa's. And Costa's pasticcio, like, I don't know, is it nutmeg in the sauce or something? It is... amazing.
Yes, it is. And their moussaka is too.
I've never had their moussaka.
Well, the moussaka at Tasty Town does not even come close. But what is so good that we liked at Tasty Town? The hummus.
I don't remember what I got. I think I got pasticcio. And I got some type of weird drink that they made for me.
I like Tasty Town. Like, I would go back 100%. I think I like their appetizers a lot.
I didn't hate it.
I can't remember what the hell else we had.
I don't remember what I got. Yeah. Pasticcio, probably.
It was good because I've been wanting to go back.
Yeah.
But Costa's for the win.
Yeah. But the only thing about Costa's is that it takes forever. There's
Unless
the
you get a
same
cater.
servers, and the dude is like sweating his off like the entire time.
Because he's working.
He's working so hard.
So hard. They work so hard.
And it's like only like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God. And they're packed always.
Yes.
And except for like at the end of the night, but basically they're still packed then.
But I mean, it is some of the best food. It's in an old, like what was like a freaking Shoney's or something like that.
Is that what
like
it was?
Tuesday. Yeah, I don't know if it was that specifically, but it is like.
It looks like an old like Asian restaurant or something.
I thought
like
it was
a
like,
Shogun.
or like a Pizza Hut or something
Okay.
like that. You know what I mean?
Probably,
Like
yeah.
it was something like that. But it's been around for years.
Something with a
and it's-
buffet.
Yes. Or like TGI Fridays or something. I can't remember. But it's so good. It's so good that Brandon and I even just decided that the Friday before we get married at the farm, we are going to, so our parents can meet, each other first and, all that stuff. But we're going to have Costas catered at my parents' house the night before.
Oh, so they haven't met each other yet?
No.
And they're going to meet each other like the day before the wedding?
Yes. How are we going to do that? Don and Mitch don't live here.
Oh, that's
I have
right.
4 parents to consider.
What if they hate each other?
Good thing they're not marrying each other. Nobody said this has to be a group freaking holiday. I mean, for crying out loud, Don and Charles don't get together unless some shit's going on with us. So,
I mean,
not my pig, not my farm.
Well, so
They all better behave
Costas,
themselves.
Wait, so y'all are having it catered or y'all are going there?
We're having it catered. No, we are not going there.
We had it catered for Christmas last year.
Yeah, for
it was good. So I
January
did.
supper club.
I was gonna say that the
Oh.
only thing. Yeah,
Go ahead.
I thought I'd only had the pasticcio because that's what I always order.
Yeah.
But I have had. What did we get? Like chicken
We got-
fettuccine or
We
chicken
got
Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo and lasagna.
And they were both good.
the
Pasticcio is
lasagna
better.
is fire.
Yeah.
But I like their moussaka too.
Their bread.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah. And the salad. Yeah.
And their blue
Oh.
cheese and their ranch.
Oh my God, their blue cheese and
Holy
ranch.
macaroni.
Oh, it's like homemade.
I know.
Man, I want to go.
Too bad we're
right
recording
now.
right. I was gonna say too bad we're recording right
It's
now.
like perfect time to go too.
Brandon would be so mad. He would be like,
Just
"I'll
take him
meet
to
you
go
there."
box. Oh man, yeah. But yeah, that first time. So when we first started, we were looking for equipment.
Yep. Then we went and had the greatest dinner ever.
Right. Yeah, it's good stuff. It was fun. Yeah. Good memories. It's coming up on our year anniversary.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Are you excited?
Yeah. I mean, to sit here and say that, like, we have stuck it out for, 52 weeks. Yeah. I mean, working full-time jobs, having real lives. So for us to, stick it out and make the commitment, to one another, to this podcast and to y'all feels really good.
Yeah, it does. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If
This
you
is
haven't,
not
let us know. But send us an email at thickafpodcast@gmail.com or you can send us a message on Instagram, thickafpodcast. So have you heard about the changes that Lyft has made?
No.
So Lyft, you have heard about the changes?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so Lyft, I think it was today or yesterday, they decided to make a change to where you can request, so like if you're a female or I think it's non-binary, and I could be saying this wrong. This is just how I remember hearing it on the news. So don't like throw me under the bus or like burn me at the stake. If you can request a woman or a non-binary person to be your driver.
I like it.
And I don't know for sure, but I was thinking about this. I think that you can also the driver can request to only have female or non-binary passengers, I think. But so my thing was, I was thinking about it and I don't know, I haven't read their policy. I just heard it on the news. And then, but I was thinking about it and I was like, so could a man go in their app and say, I only want women driver or passengers? Or could a man, like if I were a man, could I request only a woman driver? Like that's kind of sexist a little bit. And I don't know. It's like a borderline. It's like, okay, we're trying to protect people because they have had so many incidents. But then it's like, okay, so it's kind of screwing over dude drivers and dude passengers. You know what I mean? Because like, how are you going to get a ride? If I don't think there's not as many male or female drivers as there are male drivers, first of all. And they're trying to change that. They're trying to up that, which I think this will help.
I don't know enough about it because this is all, news to me or whatever, but I understand, what they're trying to do and completely agree with that. I would be curious to know exactly what you just said, if men also, have that choice, because as I sincerely hope that what they're trying to do is helpful and doesn't become hurtful.
Right. And I'm surely they thought that through before they've like implemented this.
Yeah, they had
Because
to
if I thought about it like immediately, somebody that is like at this like corporation that's like a CEO like should have thought about these things. You know, they have like teams of people that vet stuff before they implement. But also it does make me wonder because, you know, what if you're a dude and you're trying to get a ride and there's only female drivers? Or what if you're a dude driver and there's only female passengers and they don't want you to ride with them? So like, does it pop up and say, sorry, we don't have any female drivers. Are you okay with riding with this male driver? I don't know. I've never had any issues really with any Uber or Lyft drivers or whatever.
I really haven't either.
But that being said, there are a ton of incidents that have been reported for a lot of these places, and it's kind of scary. I mean, and there have been, I think there was like a murder, wasn't there?
Ooh,
at one point? Yeah, I mean, it's like not so great.
It essentially is saying that, you know, they're changing this because an alarming number of women reported preferring a female driver. And so it looks like they are trying to allow women and folks that are non-binary to match with women and or non-binary drivers more frequently than they would with a male driver. But they can still opt to, you know, have a male driver if there's not a female driver around, like locally.
Yeah.
So, you know, initial preference, yes, I would like a female driver. If no one's around, they can still choose to take a ride. So it's not going to, I guess maybe in a sense that you said, cut down the number of rides that male drivers give to folks because of that preference. Mm-hmm. But I think it's what, like, you know, primary preference, and then, okay, if that's not available, then you.
So do you get like so my thing about Uber and Lyft and all these rideshare services is that you can get a rating. All right. And then the driver can pick you, but a driver gets a rating too, but we can't pick our driver. So like if it shows up and it says, oh, they only have a 2-star rating. I get it that like, I think that the apps or whatever will like not give them any rides, but if there's nobody else, like who's going to give the ride? If they have like a really bad rating and they've had these things. So then how can I say, no, I don't want to ride with that person without getting a fee for canceling? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, maybe this preemptive setting will, you know, lower that, I guess. And I don't know, you know, I haven't taken a Lyft in a while, but
lately have not. I used to take Ubers and Lyfts all the time, and it's been a hot minute because you pick me up all the time. Everybody picks me up.
She's the quintessential passenger princess.
Yes. And it's nice to be picked up, but I don't know. Ubers are expensive. And last time I took one, I think it was from Rose and DJ's house, and it was like $70 or something crazy.
Bless.
Yeah, because it was like in the middle of the night.
Oh my gosh.
It was that night that you and Brandon, we all went over there, and then DJ's mom was there.
Oh yeah.
And y'all left, like, and I stayed, and I ended up getting an Uber. It was really bad. There have been some weird situations. Did I tell you about the Uber driver? I think it was Uber.
You said that you thought somebody was in the trunk.
Oh my God, I was texting everybody. So the first time, okay, so this first one, this was home. Night? No, this was a different night. So this different, but that night was a bad one too. So the first night that I had this weird Uber was the girl was telling me about how she had a boyfriend who was what are they called when a mortician, not a mortician. Oh my God.
A medical examiner?
And like an autopsy person.
A medical examiner?
No. Medical examiner is not.
Embalmer?
No. It's oh my God. What is it called?
Girl,
when you
walk,
when you work in the morgue. It's like the, anyways, whatever it is. Whatever the name is, I'm going to think of it later, and it's going to be like, ugh. So he was like one of those.
You're talking about when they examine their body when they're dead.
Yeah, and it's not a medical examiner.
It's an autopsy, though.
Yeah, but that is the procedure is the autopsy. But what is the person's name that does that?
I thought the medical examiner had to do it.
Yes. No, it's not called a medical examiner. It's a different name. But anyway, so he does whatever he does. with the bodies. And she was telling me all this stuff, and I swear to God, I'm sitting in the back seat, and her car is not that great, by the way. It felt like somebody was kicking the back seat of the car
a pathologist?
of the car. No, that's anyway. I don't know.
Coroner?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
The coroner?
That would be a coroner. That's different. That would be the person that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Okay. Skip all that. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
This felt like somebody was kicking the back of my seat. And I probably still have the messages. And the girl's talking about how, oh yeah, he did dead bodies and blah, 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 and this and that. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, it started getting weird and stuff. And she cried in the car on the way back. And I'm like drunk in the back seat. And I'm just like, oh my God, somebody's kicking the back. I swear, it felt like maybe she had a bowling ball in the back and it kept rolling to the front and it hitting me. But it was like somebody was kicking the back of my back from the seat.
911.
No, but I text everybody just in case. I gave it my location too, I think. And I was just like, whatever. So that one happened. That was a weird one. And then the next time, I'm not so drunk that I couldn't drive, obviously, but I wasn't like so drunk that I was like, oh. I think that first time I might have been a little tipsier than normal. But the second time, I get in the car, and this guy, I think I have screenshots of it somewhere. They're way back from a while back. And he has in his, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it said something in his profile about like how he played with bodies or something like that, or messed with bodies. And then he started talking.
His Uber profile?
Yes. It was like, and then people were commenting on it.
Car?
Well, I didn't look at it before I was in the car. I was after I was in there, and he started talking. He started talking to me, and I was like, "What?" And he was talking weird stuff to me about like dead things, and I don't know. And I honestly can't remember because I think I was drunk in that one. I probably might have been drunker in that one. And I am texting the group. Were you not? You weren't in it because you had gone home that night. I was texting Rose and everybody, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And I sent them a screenshot of the Uber profile from Rose and DJ's house. That was the night that you and Brandon took me. Okay. Yeah, and I was like, "Oh my God! Oh my God!" I mean, whatever. I got home and it was fine, but like, people are weird. People are so weird. Anyway, so. Did you know that Taylor Swift won a bunch of
VMAs?
Yes, video music awards.
I didn't know how many she won, but I've been seeing a lot of like TikToks and stuff about like videos of her being there.
I think she won 9, but I might be wrong.
I mean, nobody should be surprised at that.
Tied the record for the biggest VMA haul in one night. I wonder who the other person is. Who do you think it is?
I don't know. Like Olivia Rodrigo or
yeah, so I don't know. I think that's amazing. I really like Taylor Swift. I don't think you really like her, but I
don't not like her. I just am not like a Swiftie.
I'm not, I wouldn't call myself a Swiftie, but I would call myself a Taylor Swift
fan.
fan.
Yeah, you get excited when like she has new music, and I get excited after I've heard it and like it.
Well, that's how you are with everything. Duh. Well, I don't know. Maybe like restaurants, you get excited. Oh, there's a new restaurant. Yeah. And then you get excited before, and then you go and you're like, I don't know if I like this or not. Well, hence our last place.
Well, okay, listen, that was a different story. I got upset about that one because I had been there before. When I was living in Cleveland, there was one there. And so like I had already experienced it, and it was just so much different. This time when we went back,
different, like, okay, so much different because you got sick from this one, or like different, like the whole thing was different.
The whole thing was different.
Oh, so tell us the differences.
Their menu was different.
This is Condado, is that how you say it?
Condado, yeah. Their menu was different. They didn't have as many like margarita flavors. They didn't have margarita flights. And that was what, like $20 for 3 or 4 different kind of margaritas.
Didn't really?
No.
Well, I didn't even look at the margaritas.
I know. Yeah. No, I did not, unless I missed it because I don't know. It was a very weird supper club for me. Like, I don't know.
It was a weird supper club for me too. But in a different way than you. And I think you knew that. I was like, oh no. I kept looking at you like, and you were like, I know. I know.
Well, I felt like
And then you left, and I was like, what am I going to do?
Well, I felt like I was just bouncing my eyeballs back between like very different weird conversations or something. And then
well, we sat in the middle, and you were like, is it okay to sit in the middle? I was like, I'm sitting in the middle. And then me sitting in the middle, like, made me, I was like left out of the conversations.
Yeah.
Because, like, after you left, we had like Lisa and Natalie were on my side, and they kept having a conversation. I couldn't hear them. And then, because it was so loud in there.
It was.
And then we had the other 4 people over there, and I kept trying to get in that conversation. And I finally just like was like sitting there, just like staring at my empty plate.
Well, I need to put a disclaimer out there because I think a lot of things that we've said tonight allude that I leave a lot of things all the time.
Wait, what else did we say?
When I left you at Rose and DJ's and left Supper Club.
Well, she doesn't normally leave Supper Club early.
No,
but she does like to go home early. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like to go home early. If
Earlier
Brandon has
than
to
me.
work, then I have to go home. Like, I don't have to go home, but like, I'm gonna go home. I'm not gonna like, I don't know, stay out and get an Uber home. I'm just not. Why would I not ride home with my man? And then as far as Supper Club goes, yes, y'all, I had to leave early because I thought I was dying from food poisoning or something. I had to go home.
Yeah, it happened like real fast, and then we
Oh
won't
my
talk
God,
about
it was horrible.
I mean, we can talk about it if you want to.
I had to leave because I thought I was going to shit my pants.
Well, you didn't have to say that, but basically that's what happened. And then afterwards, Jessica didn't feel good, and she brought tacos to her husband, and he didn't feel good either. And I was kind of weird feeling, but I think it was just because I'm weird. I don't think I got sick like y'all did.
It all could have been like, I don't know, what's it called? Munchausen by proxy or
it's
something?
It's called like hypochondria. Like, I'm scared.
Yeah,
like
everybody else feels bad. I'm going to feel bad.
I was
too.
like, I think I'm feeling bad, but I had like really bad. Okay, so it wasn't gas that I was farting, but it was like I felt like gas was trapped in my rib cage.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I did not feel good. I had to come home and just sit still. Just sit still.
Yeah, I hate that feeling. I hate that. That's the worst.
It was awful. Because it's just not fun. You can't even like enjoy yourself watching TV because you're just like focused on sitting the fuck still.
Yeah. So Sarah leaves early all the time. It's okay.
No, I shut the front door. You
Twice. I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize we said that. But no, like, and I didn't even know that Brandon had to work the next day from that other one. Y'all were just like, we gotta go. And I was like, okay, I'm getting my stuff. And you're like, no, you can stay. And I was like, okay.
Well, I mean, you didn't have to stay.
Well, I didn't.
Like
I stayed. And then we had fun.
I
we had
was
a good
mad
night.
at Emily that night because she was telling me how to park my fucking car, and I was pissed.
Were you really still mad at me?
No.
Probably.
I know.
Jesus. Lord have mercy. Oh.
No. So we're getting a new amphitheater. And I didn't read the article, but from what I didn't read the article, and I'm going to talk about it.
What's it going to be called?
I don't know, but they're partnering with Live Nation, and it's going to be north of Protective Stadium. So I can't tell exactly like where it's going to go.
We're Caraway Hospital, probably.
Okay, yeah, that's what I heard. So I guess it got
I heard they were
approved, and it
putting
was
something
$30
over there, but
million.
I didn't know it was that.
Yeah, and
that's good, but it is. Yeah, so we'll have Protective Stadium, and then we'll have Top Golf, and then we'll have the amphitheater.
Yeah, but the amphitheater's Caraway's a little bit of ways away from there, isn't it?
Well, it's like a couple miles, maybe a mile or two.
Yeah, but not like right next. Like you're not going to be able to utilize the parking there to get there. Like they'll have to have their own parking situation, right?
I mean, surely they'll have their own parking situation, but I don't know. I mean, it's not that far, but it's not. Yeah. It's not like you could probably still walk.
Okay.
But I don't know.
And then
I think they're trying to make it walking distance kind of stuff for everything, all
ideal.
walking downtown because they have all the walkie stuff. So I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think that it's close enough. It's just in between there. It's not like it's gonna change, and I kind of feel bad because I think there's a lot of people over there. It's gonna be gentrified essentially, and
people.
There's a lot of
displaced.
Industry going that way. Caraway Hospital is a very old hospital. I don't even know when it closed. It closed like a long time ago. And it's basically probably had homeless people living in it. There's probably dead bodies in there. I swear. I think people probably like kill people and put them in there.
Oh my God.
Because that place, have you ever driven by it?
Only like once in the last 10 years.
I used to have to drive by it like when they would I would drive by it a lot. And it's just the windows were all busted out. I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
it's sketchy over there. It was nasty, and they just left it up, and it just looked like
Yeah.
a really bad part of town. And not, I don't know if it's a bad part of town, but like it looked like a bad part of town.
Right.
But it's right there by the inner, so it's like you kind of like it's right before you get to like 65, like the exit over there. So that's good. So it's easy access
Yeah.
for like out of towners.
Right.
And then it's easy access like off of 280, like you just go down 31 or whatever and just pop up right over there. So
Yeah. Well, if they make it anything like the Orion, then we're in business.
the Orion, yeah, I hope so. I hope it's like that because I really like it there.
Yeah. I had a
That's
great
exciting because
experience.
I'm not a huge fan of Oak Mountain. I think it's too far, number one, for me to drive and be able to drink or whatever. So like if I drive, I don't want to drink and drive home. So that's why I get chauffeured. But I get chauffeured anyways. An Uber costs a lot to
Yeah.
get, and then you can't ever get an Uber over
No.
there. But downtown, you could probably get an Uber easier,
Or at least walk a couple blocks and get
Right.
one, catch one from there.
Exactly. So, I mean, and it's probably 10 minutes to downtown from my house. So probably add a couple more minutes onto
Yeah.
it instead of like 25 minutes to go to Oak Mountain for me. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it.
I know. So we have something else coming too. And in Pepper Place, so also downtown, they are the people who own Melt are creating this new spot called the Burrow.
Ooh.
And it is supposed to have some additional restaurants and businesses right in there. And two restaurants, one venue at the Burrow, and one of them is called the Lucky Lobster. So I don't know anything about that. But
Wait, so the Burrow and the Lucky Lobster, doesn't the Lucky Lobster sound like that place that y'all went to eat, you and Melanie went to eat? What was it called? Like the Lucky Crab or something, or the Krabby Crab, or
shit.
you know what I'm talking about, though.
Melanie kept calling it the Krusty Krab, and that's
Yeah.
not what it is. I think it was called the Crazy Lobster.
Oh, Crazy Lobster.
Yeah.
So similar, yeah. The
Yeah.
Lucky Lobster.
And then the other place that's going to be in there is a place called Sandy Jeans.
So
and
3 places.
No, the Burrow, I think, is like the concept. And I think these
Oh.
things are going to exist within that space.
Okay.
And Sandy Jeans is going to be like Southern style barbecue.
So is it like sit down restaurants, or is it kind of like what's that little building, the Pizzitz, where you go in and it's like you get the food and then you kind of hang
by the
around?
look of things, it's like a building that has like windowed garage doors on it or whatever. So I think it's
So
going to be
each one
sit down.
has-
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Nice.
So I think that's good. I mean, I love when new stuff, especially for Supper Club, when new stuff comes, for us to try, and so that makes it fun. But I mean, I'm glad that Birmingham is growing up. I wish more of it would come out my way, but I understand it being centrally located in downtown.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I used to live downtown and I loved it. And I'm jealous that all these things are popping up or whatever, and it makes me sad because I used to go down there all the time, and now I'm like, the only time I go is like a doctor's appointment. I'm like, okay.
The only time I go is when we go for Supper Club, or somebody has.
And
we
haven't gone down there in a long time.
We really haven't.
So, but I don't know. I'm excited. I love downtown. Downtown, like cities are my boo. I mean, I do love the country too, but like I also really love the city.
It's kind of funny because back when I was going downtown a lot, I was like taxiing or Ubering or whatever. And now that I don't find it like completely necessary to get shit faced every time I go out in public, I still don't go downtown. Like I'm driving myself. It would cost so much less money for me to go downtown now than it ever did taking an Uber or a cab or whatever.
Well, because you're not wanting to go out and like go to like the bar, you know, or
that's
to like
fair.
a club. Not
Yeah.
that there's really many clubs,
I know.
but I was driving down there to my doctor's appointment the other day, and they had, I think it was a Lux Ultra Lounge. You remember that place?
Oh yeah, it's over there by Cookout.
Is
isn't
that
it?
where Workplay used to be?
No, Workplay's still there.
Is it though? Are you sure? I thought Workplay shut down, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think they don't get the concerts that they used to have, but I do think that they still have some events there and things like that.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, Lux Ultra Lounge has burned to the ground.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, not to the ground, but like, because the frame is still kind of there. but it is burned.
I think we pass that when we go to Good Dog and stuff.
Probably. I don't know. You get off the exit and it's just right there,
Yeah.
like off 3rd, 4th Avenue, whatever
Yeah.
that is. Yeah. Crazy. I was like driving. I was like, "Whoa, what happened to Lux Ultra Lounge?"
Did you
Now
Google
that I've
it?
never been there,
No, me
no.
either.
But I just figured either they're trying to collect insurance money, which is what I
Oh,
always
Lord
think about when there's a
Jesus.
fire, or like somebody got really drunk and like lit a beer bottle, not a beer bottle, a liquor bottle on fire, and like it caught.
Surely
It's like
not.
it like wildfired everywhere. I mean, it is
OMG.
burnt. I mean, like it looks like the fire department didn't get there for a minute. It's bad. So yeah, I don't know about that.
It is gone, honey. I just Googled it. Cause of fire is still unknown. But
Yeah.
on August
Insurance.
21st, in like the wee hours of the morning, I guess, and Google even says temporarily closed. So apparently they have not released a statement as far as what happened. That's been like 3 or 4 weeks now. That's wild.
I am such a bad person. Anytime I see any building that burns down, I'm like, how does a building burn down? Like, especially a place like that, usually they have to have sprinklers in place and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
And have them checked regularly so something like that
yes.
doesn't happen.
I'm like, how does that happen? Unless, and I just, in my head, and I don't know where this came from, and I know that this probably didn't happen, and I feel like I'm being a you-know-what for saying it, but like, are you sure they're not trying to collect insurance money is my thing? Like,
Which is not the first thing that would pop into my mind, but just like it wasn't for you when I talked about being scared of going to the bank.
oh my God. Sarah told me the other day, did we talk
talked
about
it
this?
on the podcast?
Oh, yeah. So did I talk about how when I had to go to the bank, I was like, had to go get my debit card or whatever because I got scammed? How I went in and I was like, I didn't get robbed. The bank didn't get robbed or whatever.
Okay, yes. So she finally got to go into the bank to get her new debit card and sent me a snap afterward, or while she was there, first of all, and was like, nobody looks suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
But then she sent me another one and she was like, I came out alive. I'm good to go.
It was really quick. They were really nice. Oh, and then the guy that worked there, he was like, "Are you from Decatur?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I think it's his fiance or his wife is from there." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Did you know her?
No, I don't. Her name sounded familiar, and I don't even remember it now. But I think she probably was younger than me, potentially, and or maybe older. I don't know. I get age like when I look at people now. I don't even know.
100%. Like, I feel like now, which, I mean, granted, I haven't been in a long time, but when I'm at a place that is, like, meant to be a bar or whatever, and you see these, like, what look to be tiny children drinking beer, I'm like, oh, my God, that kid is 12. Why are they drinking beer?
Oh, my God. I saw a girl. I went to Belk the other day. I think it's Belk. Whatever is up at the summit. Belk. And I'm, like, walking through, and this little girl that looks like she's about 13 is painting the columns. Like she's got it blocked off like by the makeup, and she is painting the walls. And I was like, are you old are you old enough to be working? I think they have child laborers. Like, seriously, I was like, what the hell? But she's just probably like 20.
Oh, I know. Is that not wild, though,
Yes.
to think about? Like, for real, though, like, when we were 21, we thought we were so old and so grown up and whatever, and now I'm like, you're a child.
I still feel
You need
like
to
a
go
child.
to bed. It's 9:30.
I still feel like a child. Like, oh, you think that it's 8:30?
No.
Oh, I was like, it's only 8:30 right now.
No.
Oh,
When you see them at the bar at like 11 o'clock, you're like, it's past your bedtime. Get out of here.
I know. I used to love to go to like Neon Moon, and then like, I can't do it anymore. I really loved it, and I went there. I would go to what's that place next door that has such good food?
Bamboo, or not Bamboo.
The other
East West.
East West. Oh, so good. And then I would go to Neon Moon. So like for my birthday, I don't know what I did for my birthday this year, but the year before I didn't do anything for my birthday this year. Last year I went there, and
Yes, you did something for your birthday. You went to dinner with your parents.
yeah, on like that Wednesday, and then I got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. So, but no, I like, I went to East West and then I would go there for like
I was there.
everything. And I loved doing that. It was like my favorite because you could just walk next door. I love that. I hate to like get in the car, go back, park somewhere else, go somewhere, and then everybody's tired by the time you get done. And it's like, no, I want to like eat and then go.
That's why we need to live somewhere that's like more
downtown.
walkable even more walkable than downtown though, yeah.
I know. I wish that my condos would cut a sidewalk between here and Martin's Barbecue, like through the woods.
You just like their ranch dressing.
I just don't want to go run into a coyote back there because I mean they're all over the place, or a snake. But no, I don't like Martin's really. I'm not a big Martin's, and
Then
their
why do you
ranch
want-
isn't good either. I want it
what's
to
the
cut
one-
through so I can walk to Cahaba Heights
Oh.
and then be walkable around there.
What's the one that you like, their ranch?
Oh, I like that one. It's
Chicken,
God.
right?
It's a chicken place. It's
Waldo's.
Waldo's Chicken and Beer. Yeah, they have good ranch. They have very good ranch. They have
Is
good
it better
food.
than Costa's?
It might be. Well, they're tied for the win. I think.
Oh wow! I've never been. I must have to go get Waldo's now so I can judge it.
So I was listening to Howard Stern this morning
Oh, God.
about the VMAs, and somebody called in, and I was half asleep and half awake, and I'm pretty sure that they said that Taylor Swift had her titties out in her outfit, like her you could see her nipples in her outfit.
I do not think that is correct.
It was somebody. I'm gonna Google it. Taylor Swift's VMA outfit because. Like if you
It was
could,
a fucking black dress. Who was it?
was it a
dude
black
that said
dress?
that?
Did you look at it already? Was it a what?
Was it a dude that said
I
that?
thought you said a Jew. I was like, what? Like, no, not because they're religious. They're like seeing titties. They're like, oh, titties. Oh my God. It was a dude called in that
it
was like,
was.
didn't you see her titties? And then Howard and Robin were both like, no, we didn't even watch it. Who was it that had their titties out? It had to have been her.
I
Okay,
think
so it
it's
was Emily.
Emily Ratajkowski,
Yeah, so
maybe.
that's funny because
This is Taylor Swift. You can't see no nipple.
I was like, there's
Okay.
no way that Taylor Swift would do that.
Absolutely freaking
And the whole
not.
time I'm like, first of all, she didn't have any titties, and it would be like a dude wearing a
Also,
shirt.
whoever
Sheer
that
shirt.
is.
Who's that? She's got. That looks like Lil Kim from back in the day.
I don't know her name. Tinashe or something?
Oh, that's the girl. I like
I
her.
don't know her.
Oh, she has like a vagina. She has like duct tape on her vagina and her nipples. That's gross. Is it? Then yeah, that's Tinashe or Tinashe. I really like Cardi B's dress. It's a very cute.
Can you show it to me?
Yes. Let me make it bigger. It looks like metal or something. You
yeah.
don't like it? I do.
Not for me, but that's okay.
I mean, I wouldn't
It's
either,
not
but I
about
like
me.
it. It's VMAs though. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like it's VMAs. Oh, look. So BB Rexa has like this dress with her butt cheeks
Oh,
and a tail.
yes, honey.
She looks like
I
a
love
horse.
that.
It looks like assless chaps
I love it.
and a horse
But
tail.
it's a dress. Yeah.
Why is there you love that? Would you wear the horsetail? Is that her butthole hair?
Yes, Emily. Her butthole hair is as long as a horse.
And it's different. The carpet does not match the drapes, guys.
Oh,
It's a black
Jesus.
butthole hair and blonde
You
hair
need to
head hair.
stop. Carol G is the lady who you showed me before, but I can't see her nipples. Emily Ratajkowski's are the only nipples that I see.
It must have been
Or
in
Megan the Stallion, but I don't see her nipples either.
yeah, so it was not Taylor Swift. I was half asleep. Oh, Carol G. Yeah, she's got sort of nipples.
Oh, Doja Cat.
Was it Doja Cat though?
They had to blur out her nips in that one. It looks like she's wearing a spider web.
I think they were probably talking about Emily Ratajkowski because I think that Howard likes her. Oh no, that doesn't. You can't really see her nipples for sure. I mean, it kind of. Howard
Okay,
was
anyways,
saying.
what the fuck did he have to say?
So he was just like, I mean, he was like, yeah, that's cool. He was like, you can get on this website. I forgot what the website is. It's like websites. It's a website for where you can go see like pictures of naked celebrities or something like that, or like
Jesus.
where they have like a nip slip or something like that. And he's like, yeah, I mean, like I'll get on there sometimes. And like he was like, you know, they'll have a picture like this with a sheer shirt where you can see their nipples. And he's like, I mean, that doesn't really get me excited. Like, I don't know why people get so excited about that. It's like you can't even see their boobs. They're still wearing clothes. So basically, he didn't care. So, I don't
Free
know.
the nipple. That's all I have to say.
I mean, I don't think that we should free the nipple. I think we should just I don't think they should free the dick either, you know? But I also
No,
don't
but
think that
dicks are
dudes
not
should
cute.
show their nipples either. Like,
Oh,
if a dude's
really?
nipple is hanging out, I mean, in the bathing suit, it's fine. Whatever. But, like, when they're showing their nipple, like, if dude's got, like, a cutoff shirt, I'm like, I want to be like, and touch it. Like, ding, 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 nip
That's
slip.
sexual harassment.
It would be if I did it, but I would never do that. But that's what I want to do, because especially if they're like hard or something, it's like, like, why is your nipple hanging out of your shirt? Why do you even have that shirt on if your nipples are hanging out?
Because they don't have breasts.
But
and
why-
it has become a societal
But why do they
norm
need-
and okay for a man's nipples?
Why do they
hang
need
out?
to wear that shirt with the cutoff sleeves that goes down? It's like, it's a
surely
piece
they
of cloth.
Don't. I'm sure they were going to the gym, and maybe the gym won't let them come in there topless. Do you want their sweat all over your machines at the gym? I don't.
I mean, look, when I sit down, somebody said this the other day on something where they got up from something and they had a little bit of butt sweat from their thing. And I'm like, listen, it could be 60 degrees inside and I could sit down on, that sounds really bad. But when I go to the gym and I'm working out, if I sit
100%.
down and I get up, there's like a half moon, 2 half moons.
Yes.
One on each side, like touching each other.
Yes.
2 touching half moons of butt sweat.
100%.
But it's not like a glob. It's just like a
No.
little tiny.
And it goes away very quickly.
Well, I mean,
It's natural. Whatever.
is
So
it?
when I
I'm
went
glad
to the
because
gym
I
today-
feel like maybe people with smaller butts it doesn't happen to.
Oh my god. Yeah, right. Everybody has butt sweat. Who cares? Anyway, so I went to the gym today. When I got back, I needed to take a shower before I came over here. I really needed to wash my hair. It was terrible. And so I start to like get undressed or whatever, and I'm having like Brandon like pull up my legs or whatever to get because I'm sweaty and
Wait,
it's
he's
disgusting.
pulling up your legging legs? What do
No,
you mean?
pulling my leggings from the bottom like of my feet to like get them off or whatever because like I'm sweaty, so it's all stuck to
Why
me.
was he pulling them off of you?
Because I couldn't get them off and my legs hurt. I'm sore. Leave me alone.
Because you couldn't reach down there and get them?
Hell no, I didn't. I wanted to do minimal damn work. I didn't even shave my legs because I was like, I can't stand one-legged right now. It's terrible. So then I was like, oh my God, I just realized I wore underwear to the gym. I never wear. And he was like, you don't wear underwear? I was like, not really. Not in these pants. Not usually. And he just looked at me for a second like, I feel like I don't even know you.
I don't know. Sometimes a lot of like I'm wearing them right now, but sometimes they like are annoying, but then sometimes they're not.
But you don't wear thong breeches. I wear a thong to the gym.
Ew, you wear a
Yes.
thong to the
Yes.
I haven't worn a thong in a hot minute. The only time I wear a thong is if I'm going out to the Neon Moon and to the
You're
club.
hoping you might make out with somebody.
Well, but at that point, I'm just like, I don't care if you see my granny panties. But no, for real. I'm not trying to. No. Well, if I make out with somebody, they ain't gonna see my panties, and I haven't made out with somebody in a very long time. Okay, so,
Y'all, we need to get Emily laid.
Stop. No, we don't. I'm a virgin. A virgin Emily. So, what am I trying to talk about? I don't know. Oh, Jim. No, why? I can't believe you did that. No, I don't even wear like. Did you wear a thong like today before you went to the gym, or did
Yes, that was the clothes that I had on today, like while I was working.
Why would you wear that?
I don't know.
Do
I
you
just, for
normally
some
wear
reason-
thongs?
No, I normally don't wear underwear with my yoga pants.
No, like, do you normally wear thongs like on a daily basis?
It depends on what I have on. With jeans, yeah. Like, I have full butt underwear on right now. I have granny panties on right now.
Right, but like, where would you wear a thong to? Like, would you? Okay, I'm just like baffled. Obviously, I'm
In a
kind of
tennis
speechless.
skirt, I would wear a thong.
In a tennis skirt?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the shorts aren't thick enough, I feel like, to cover my coochie. I don't know.
But why would you wear the thong though?
Because I don't like full butt underwear. I got a big ass, and all they do is ride up the middle anyways. Why don't I just start with a thong?
Oh no, I don't. The thong just keeps going. It's like a harder wedgie to get out.
Absolutely not. It just sits there.
I disagree on that. So, so I'm just trying to understand, like, you work from home and you put on some clothes, you would wear a thong because you're worried about either the way it feels or like the way it looks. Like, would you wear it are you wearing it because of the way it looks?
No, not while I'm at home. I just so happened to put a thong on today. I can't tell you why.
Okay. Gotcha. I don't care if I have a panty line. If you think, free the panty line. Free the panty line.
Right.
That is, yep, that's it. That's it right there. Free the panty line. If you can't handle my panty line, then you have issues. Free the freaking panty line.
Oh,
But
man.
seriously, like, I'm sorry, but like that one day, Brandon came over, and I don't know this. I said I'm sorry first, and I'm not really sorry, but like, then I thought about this. Brandon came over here, and his panties were hanging out, and it was like the opposite way, but it was like kind of like Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera with their thong coming out of their low-rise jeans back in the 2000s.
Oh my God.
Remember
Y'all,
those?
Brandon, these were the bottom on his thighs coming out of his shorts, not the up top coming out of his
but it was the
butt crack.
opposite of that. It was the opposite of that. So it's like, okay, free the panty line.
Poor Brandon.
If you're worried, and
He
listen,
got long legs, honey.
no, I wasn't saying it was bad. I was just like, Brandon, I see your panties.
I know.
And it was weird. It was just like black, like underwear underneath.
He calls
gray.
them compression shorts, and that, for the life of me, I haven't figured out why he calls them that, because there are compression shorts, but those are your underbritches, sir.
Those are briefs, boxer briefs.
Yes, 100%. So, and he always calls them compression shorts, and it takes way longer
Those
to
were
say
not
that
compression
than-
because those weren't even really tight. They were like not that tight. Compression shorts would be like,
But they are that material, though.
oh.
Yeah.
Well, they're just like boxer briefs in neoprene or whatever the hell.
Yes,
Not
I agree
neoprene,
with
but
you.
you know what
I
I mean,
don't
like
know.
legging
Whatever.
material.
Anyways.
Yeah. I have no idea what we've even talked about this whole episode. So, except
We
for
have a
free the
title.
panty line. Free the panties.
That's all that matters.
I don't know. There's a new iPhone, the iPhone 15, and they released it. Have you looked at the changes?
No. What?
Who are you? So there's a new
know.
iPhone, and they are changing the charger again.
No fucking way.
Yes, and they're changing
Are
it
you
to the
kidding?
USB-C. Isn't that what it's called?
In the bottom of it?
Yeah, so the one that they have for everything. Well, not
So
that
it's
they
going to
have.
be USB-C to USB-C.
Well, I'm assuming, yeah, it's going to
So you
be
need a
USB-C on the bottom of your phone. So you need a new charger, but you should, I don't know. Yes, but apparently that is the same charger that all these other phones like Android and other places are using. So
And
it's
my
going to
vape.
be, it's going to be more of a universal. And I think
Yeah.
but also
A lot of like the new speakers that like Brandon and I both got, they were USB-C charged too. So I mean, I have that already, which is nice, but like, of course.
Well, we can thank the UK. I think it's the UK. Somewhere over there, they had like a thing where they are basically forcing Apple's hand and telling them, hey, you have to do this. And Apple was pissed off about it because they don't want to be told they have to do something.
Right.
But they're not able to sell it unless they have it's like a law or something. I'm not sure. Could be just a regulation.
I wonder if it's better for like their electricity or
No, I think it's just like, stop making us buy all these chargers. Like, this is ridiculous. And it's also creating like you're having to buy so many chargers and it's bad for the environment.
I feel like that's interesting that the UK has that kind of like consumerism pull as opposed to us.
So I don't know. But so they did say that if you do get rid of your charger, they said keep your charger because you might need it for something else. But if you don't keep your charger, you can recycle them, and they'll have like a number or something where you can call in and they'll like send you something. There's companies and stuff that will, because there's copper and like
That's
certain
good.
things inside of it
Yeah.
that they can recycle and reuse, and
Well,
it's
I
better for the
support
environment.
that.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So
Save the environment.
all right, I'm gonna try this.
Okay, you got it.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you would like to send us an email with your comments, concerns, questions, or any like topics or whatever, email us at thickafpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram, Thick AF Podcast, and give us a like, a thumbs up. You can watch us on YouTube if you want. We don't have a video, but you can listen to us there. And I think that's about it.
Bye.
Bye. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have to go.